Oh boy. All right, everybody. We've got ourselves our pick and ban up here. Victor, Anivia, Aurelian Soul completely taken off the table here for the side of Royal Blue. That is Royal Blue on blue side. Wow, that's actually really cool that we made that work. Team Unknown on the red, getting rid of Rel, Misfortune, and Gwen.
Yeah, that's a really aggressive mid lane pitch from the side of Team Royal Blue. They must know something we don't, or maybe I don't, about their mid laner. And first pick Syndra too, so they're looking to pick up mid lane, but also not looking to counter pick mid lane after pinching their mid laner. So they must feel very confident that Syndra just wipes the floor with whatever they have in store.
It's interesting because Death is a very big Syndra player, and so I wonder if this was more designed as a steal and in addition to all of the bans for the pinch. But okay, another Caitlyn, probably not going to go top lane this time. And I mean that with all respect to the Noob Squad. I again think that was a really cool introduction to the PLC, but locked into Lux, that's the kind of lane that you look for with the Caitlyn. The way to set up those traps, that's going to be really dangerous, even though Tom Kench will have that ultimate to save the Varus every once in a while.
Yeah, Team Royal Blue is looking for a very nice long range artillery style gameplay here, as they've got Caitlyn and Lux. We'll see what Team Unknown looks for. Amumu's locked in here. He can't if he can land the bandage toss. I think Team Royal Blue will have a very bad time as their champions will not be able to escape the curse of the sad money.
hmm So, looking at this portion of the draft, when you're on the side of Royal Blue, which do you hope Team Unknown tries to pinch? It looks they're going for the jungler first. Is Are there more viable junglers or more viable top laners that you can blind pick for the side of Royal Blue?
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm trying to think of champions that really assist this team in staying at range and and uh, and peeling off these hard engaged champions. Uh, Viego Band comes out from Team Unknown. I'm not sure if they're just thinking, they're the jungler on Royal Blue is Viego Fiend, or if they're
hmm
thinking that Viego fits well into this team. I definitely don't see Viego fitting into Royal Blue's team, or I wouldn't see them thinking about it with what they've drafted so far. But we'll see what they decide to go with.
There we go. Jungle pinch on the side of Team Unknown. Wanting to get that Amumu the better opportunity to gank. And last time we saw the Skarner and Zac get taken away, and I like that because they have such weird gank paths. And so getting those out of the way means you could get more traditional ways of entering the lane. But now, same question here. Do we see the mid lane because it's already picked with the Syndra and then top lane gets the counter? Or do you look for a better pressure from the mid lane after locking in something safe like an Ornn or a Malphite? Oh, okay. I guess that might be top lane Tom Kench actually.
Yeah, the mid lane pick reveals a lot about Team Unknown's team composition. Mumu can no longer be flex support, and Tom Kench can't really be can't be flex support either, as you see an enchanted support come down. Driven for being hovered on the side of Royal Blue. Uh, Again, it's interesting that you want to draft someone with that engages very hard into
Mhm.
with the rest of your team. It's Caitlyn and Lux are far more than happy to stand back and pepper people from afar. And if Jarvan goes in a little early, you might not. It might be a little harder to follow up. And Ornn with the final lock in there again. Two very two very hard engage type champions, frontliners to round off Royal Blues team.
And that setup is really good, especially with the range with which the Lux and the Syndra can set up those hard crowd controls as well. And increasing damage with the brittle proc from Orange W and R. More great stuff. Hwei is locked in. I do like that. Another long range artillery mage to go against the Syndra. Try and set. He has his own sets of crowd control and support. Calavir is a very big Varus player. And so any chance that Team Unknown has to protect, heal, shield, or buff him up usually leads to good things. And so that's kind of what we're looking at for Team Unknown. You have the Melio for the laning phase, the extra shield from the Hui, and the protection of the Tom Kench. So pay close attention to how Calavir is positioning and going to play this Varus, because he's done it quite often in the PLC and it's always impressive.
Yeah, we also see Kodo Draco on Tom Kench at the top lane. Tom Kench's Devour will be very pivotal in these team fights, as it's going to be able to handle a lot of the hard engage from Royal Blue, and their idea is, we snare someone, we stun someone with Syndra, and then we one shot them. And if Tom Kench is in the vicinity, even if they're able to maybe get that sound away or Varus and think they've got the kill, it's very easy to remove. It's very easy to remove those targeted spells and just negate them entirely. And we'll see how well Kodo Draco manages to pilot that Tom Kench into this team.
One of the things that I want to see, or at least discuss, is the ability for Jarvan to even get good setups in here. Because you and I were talking the other night how I feel that Jarvan's EQ combo is very easily interrupted. When I try and go in, I'm often knocked out or stunned in the middle or things like that. So the bandage toss, the gaping, it's not, yeah, the gaping maw can grab him out of the air, the grim visage from Hui, all these other spells, the Melio, we call it the kickball. I forget what it's actually called.
It's an ultra mega fire kick, I think. It's
Oh,
it's just ridiculous, but it's not very ultra or mega in my opinion. It's just kind of it's just he's playing soccer and
right.
kicks you in the face.
All of those tools are great ways to stop the Jarvan from going in. And so I like the way that Royal Blue possibly understanding that, or maybe just because Ornn is a really good blind top laner and will do well into the Tom Kench. That's that secondary way to engage, with the Call of the Forge God being such long range and so effective. And so I'm pleased with how these two teams have drafted.
Yeah, we'll see how Jarvan looks for the engages here. Dragon Strike is not a dash, but also works as a dash when he hits his Demacian standard. So it does have some weird effects where you can be in the dash while stunned or snared or something like that, and it really just kind of depends on when when his Q tags the standard, and can do some strange things and cheese a couple engages here and there. We'll see whether that happens or not.
So we do have some interaction in the Twitch chat. The 120% AP ratio on the super mega fire kick might be what makes it a super mega fire kick. If you build full damage, it might be doing quite a bit of power there.
Just slot in a death cap, and you'll be doing a couple extra 100 damage. Yeah, sure.
I love it. Okay, and spectator delay has expired, everyone. So once we're done with loading screen, we'll be on to the Rift. And Raman, looking at these compositions here and knowing what you know about these players, how do you think this one's going to go? Do you have a prediction for which team will come out ahead?
All right. First of all, I know nothing about these players, but I can
Got
tell.
OPGGs.
But I checked their PGGs, scanned them real quick. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking it's going to feel a little weird. I want to see what Calavir builds. If he's going to build on hit, if he's going to build lethality. You do see ideas like we do have the engender support that seems to say like, oh, we want the on hit, want the on hit Varus, and if they're able to set up a Mumu ulti onto Royal Blue, and Caliber's able to get in range to actually do that damage while they're stunned, I think Royal Blue Esports might just melt to that alone. Ornn's very tanky, of course. It's not a done deal just because they land a nice engage. But if Caliber's on hit, I can see it working very well in Team Unknown's favor. Outside of Royal Blue, I can see their champions are outranged, or they can outrange Team Unknown. They're sure Hui's got a lot of range, but we've got Caitlyn and Lux, both not only just a strong bot lane, but a good at interacting with the enemy team at ranges that are outside of their interaction range. That's going to be a big problem. It's good for siege, good for defending, good for contesting objectives.
I'm looking at mobility while we're waiting to get into game. Tom Kench has a lot more agency with how he can move with the Abyssal Voyage than Ornn does, but Jarvan has more agency than with the Dragon Strike combo as opposed to the Bandage Toss from Amumu. Amumu has to have a target of some kind where Jarvan does not. So I think that in terms of jungle pressure, Jarvan might have the edge there. He can close the gap a lot easier, especially when you take into account the jump for the Cataclysm. But Tom Kench can use that Abyssal Voyage very often. And so how they choose to use that is what I'm looking for. We're on to game number 2, Summoner's Rift, Royal Blue Esports versus Team Unknown. Let's see some hype in the chat.
Nice peaceful opening again from both teams. They're just getting some vision, not doing anything too crazy. We got Piano Bro. He slides into the top side jungle. I don't think anyone saw that ward go down. So there's some nice information there. We do see Amumu starting in the top side jungle as well. Looks like Royal Blue will have some early information about Amumu's pathing, and the jungle tracking should help them play their lanes.
One of the most important things I learned when I was doing casting for one of the universities when I lived in Utah was the power of a good ward. But our first engage here. It doesn't turn into anything. They're just poking. But wanting to get that Otacon on the bottom side. So the value of a ward, right? So that ward on the Raptors does a lot of things. That's the entrance to the river. It helps you see what path they're taking. It's not blocked by a lot of walls. And so that gives you more information than trying to hide one in the brush just on the bottom side of the red pit. So understanding where to put your wards and how to use them, very good from Royal Blue, putting it in such an open spot to get so much value out of it.
Yeah, we see the Abyssal Dive from Kodo Draco right to Bulba in the top lane there. He's going to give another Tongue Clash and stun and walk away. And it's a really nice trade up in the top lane there.
A fun interaction is you can probably use that Bella's Breath on the Ornn, the W, to not get knocked up by the Abyssal Voyage from Tom Kench. And I wonder if we're going to see a lot of that, because you can apply the Bella's Breath while he pops up, and I think that would be really funny to watch.
Really interesting to see bot lane pushed in. Calver and Kuro get pushed in there. They had a really nice level 1 trade, but the Lux Caitlyn just seems a little too strong. They just managed to get level 2 first and crash the wave on them.
I'm not surprised by that. The wave clear from those champions is really strong. The amount of lockdown they have as well. But speaking of lockdown, here we go.
Free Bossman Jack just dropped a bandage toss on Young Cookie. The kill's going to go over to Jarvan, though, as he drops the Dragon Strike, and Free Bossman Jack's now out there by himself. Kuro doesn't have any more abilities, it looks like, and Pianbra's going to pick up 2 kills. They use that early information on Mumu's pathing, and Pianbra beautifully matched his jungle pathing to turn around that gank.
And that's what we like to see. 3 kills in 3.5 minutes, everybody. Welcome to the PLC. And let us know if that joke ever gets old, because we do say it every single game at least 3 times. But it's exactly what happens, and it's exciting. And another gank here. Piano Bra already into the mid lane, trying to help how do you say that? Schwoda?
Schwad.
Yeah, because the 4 is going to be an A, so it's Schwoda.
Sure.
I'm sure that's wrong, but I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, giving Syndra, Piano giving Syndra the shove there, but Caliper's looking to punish Max for a little bit of overstay. Max just flash away from the piercing arrow, leaving a 1 HP. Young Cookie's now very low. Light Mine lands another piercing arrow, but both champions very low. We do see a Mumu. He's looking at the dive here. Will he get there in time? Can't. Bandage shots. Young Cookie blocks the bandage shot
Oh
from
my
Three
gosh.
Boss Man Jack. Wow. And he's actually going to. There's a really nice play from Royal Blue actually. They managed to save one kill there, even though they were really they're really dire straits. We also see Peon Bro going for the punish by CSing the top side jungle.
Jung Koki is the man right now, or is like the best. Let's just call it that. What a move. Sacrificing your own self to get your carry back into the base. Beautiful to see. Not only that, that's a BF sword for the Caitlyn at 5 minutes. That's huge. We talked about how she's not really a big DPS. You don't build a lot of attack speed early on in the game. No, it's these heavy hitting big AD items that really make her shine. And coming back to lane with that BF sword at only 5 minutes is monstrous.
We just saw Ornn hit level 6 here, but he cast the Call of the Forge God, but he's going to get devoured by Kodo Draco. He's going to get spouted turret, and Bulba's actually going to have to flash away from that engage. He thought he had that, but the use of Devour was actually really good there.
One of the most frustrating things about fighting Tahm Kench is I at least don't realize I'm getting hit with a passive that stacks and he can eat me. But like it's the whole thing of the character, and I always forget it. And Bulba, great setup. He waited to cast the Call of the Forge God until the Tahm Kench was so low, and then gets baited in with that low health bar. He's like, nope, I'm going to eat you and spit you out right at my turret so you can't do anything about it. Both have to burn their flash. But for Royal Blue, no teleport expended. And that's important because later on in the game, especially when these drakes spawn and you have the feats of strength coming up, you got to be able to move around the map that way.
Oh, Light Binding just landed on Calver there, and a Night Caliber net to follow that up. Calver's maybe one auto away. Mac was looking for a little bit more damage. You see, that's the third plate from the side of Royal Blue on the bot lane. They're sort of rolling in money here. We just see Piano Bros looking to maybe see if Calver is still around. He's gonna find Kiroro. He's got to dash forward, and he's got to force Kiroro's flash out of the bot lane. Royal Blue's dominating that bot lane right now.
Yeah, big pressure here. And again, I'm not too surprised. Not because I think that Team Unknown is underperforming, but because that's what they drafted. Royal Blue drafted the let's go push the lane and fight them. And Calavir now might be in some trouble. Only level 4.
Yeah, he just returned back to lane, but Kuro's not here. Pianbros with a very nice dive, the Cataclysm, to lock them up, and it's really just a really nice dive from the side of Royal Blue. They waited for the back. They knew they offset the backs between the support and AD. Calver didn't wait for his AD carry and end up dying for that.
That is a big move for Royal Blue. 3-2 now, but Death is here. Oh man, that was cool. I almost went into play-by-play.
Yeah, the severing bolt missed from Hui is a nice roam timing. Almost got it, but now we see a Bulba again going for the Call of Forge on Kodo Draco. No stacks on him this time, so not going to be able to devour him. And Kodo Draco's going to go down in a 1v1 top lane. Death drops the Spiral of Insanity. Schroeder flashes away, and we're going to maybe calm down for a second here, as a lot of key abilities have been burned across the map.
I like every single thing we saw. Schwoda thinking he had the angle on Death, but right behind him, Kiroro says, nah, I've got your back. And Death throwing out the spells, flashes all over the place. These guys playing with the pressure that their teams are giving them. I'm loving every minute of it. I do wonder where we're going to end up on our feats of strength, because first turret hasn't quite gone down yet, but it is really close on the bottom side in favor of Royal Blue. And Team Unknown got first blood, and then we have one big map objective being the epic monsters. That's what they're called. With the grubs on the side of Team Unknown and the Drake on the side of Royal Blue, it is dead even, tied for these feats of strength. And so if Royal Blue can take this turret, that's going to make the next objectives on the map so much more contentious.
Yeah, it's looking like there's not a lot of relief for the Caitlyn Lux bot lane right now as Amu is coming off base. So this bot tier 1 turret looks almost as good as dead right now. Even though they don't have the grubs, just the consistent harass from the side of Royal Blue as they look like Knuckles is about to get one more auto on that turret, and it's going to go down. First turret to Royal Blue at 10 minutes. That's pretty impressive.
A lot of pressure on this map. So that's 10 minutes. Teleports are unlocked, and that's exciting too. More fighting. Everyone is just fighting.
Draco sort of extended the trade just a little bit longer by with the Searing Charge forward and the nice little auto attack up from the Brill stack. Orange, very tanky, full item, doing a pretty good job over there. Now I see Young Cookie in the mid lane. Death is trying to find some abilities. Nothing quite lands, no damage, no CC, so nothing to follow up with. Free Bossman Jax here. He's responding to this crushing ball, lands on Mackles, and Molten Fisher goes a little bit wide there. Death not quite landing enough of damage to follow up on here, and looks like Young Cookie walked into the jungle there, and Free Bossman Jax just dropped the curse of the 7 lane. We saw Piabro really beautiful sidestep on the stun there. Final Spark comes out on Piabro's Cataclysm. Death is extremely low. He's going to go down. Bulbous here is teleported in. Free Bossman Jack is really deep in there, and Royal Blue is going to pick up another kill. Searing Charge into Caliver from Bulba is another dash forward from Pianova is going to pick up the kill there, and it's going to be three, 1 for 3 there in the favor of Royal Blue.
I have wanted to talk about the 15 skill shots that all missed in the middle for the last 2 minutes. And instead, these guys are just like, nah, we'll fight. It's okay. And it ends up being big in favor of Royal Blue. The solo kill up on the top side for Bulba, again, massive for the side of Royal Blue. Kodo Draco isn't able to get the Devour or the stun down and block that Call of the Forge God. And it's really, it would be a lot closer if he were able to get that one and stop that engage. We're going to tie up our neutral objectives here with the Drake going to side of Team Unknown, 3 grubs apiece. That's going to be 3 grubs and a Drake to either team, unless Piano Bro has something to say about it. He has no vision, and I don't think you want to go in here.
Dawson Standard does get vision here if he wants to take it, I think. So I'm not going to opt for it. It is 1 Infernal Drake, and looks like we do have a flash forward onto Death here from Panabro, though. It's gonna get feared. Final Spark comes out, putting Death extremely low. But Panabro's in the middle of them, going to go down. We do see Unleashed Power on Syndra, putting Emilio at 1 HP. Death is also very low. Caliber's in there doing as much damage as possible. Young Cookie goes down. Mackle's next. Devour from Kodo Draco blocking it. He's going to block AC from Death as well. Caliber comes out with a huge shield, cleanses, and shutdown goes to Hui. Now Death is here. Right in Syndra's face, getting maybe a little surprised there just because of the way the fight played out. Is so split as Syndra sneaks up on him and picks up another kill. Actually, it's actually a really good fight from Team Unknown. I trying to count how many people end up dying there. I think it seems like maybe 2 for 4 on the side of Team Unknown.
Yeah, big fight for them, and unfortunate that was a 5v4. Boba was up on the top side, just pushing the lane the entire time. Oh, yeah, that was a weird interrupt.
First turret. That was got first turret and everything. Free Bossman Jack's like trying to fight for Kruz here. He's gonna get the smite on the big one. But Bulba's gonna pick up all the little Krugs. I wonder which one's more valuable there. The little Krugs are worth a lot of gold in XP. So that's a little bit of a trade for those.
That was actually second turret as well. Bot turret went down for another fight. Oh my.
Yeah, Piano Pro is finding another very nice pick on the Caliver. Caliver's got no sums here, and he's just Piano's just got time to wail away on him. He's got a full item and everything. Caliver's still working on that first item. We do see bandage shots land on Mackles in the mid lane. Death following up with a crushing ball combo into Severing Bolt, and Mackles disappears. Wasn't ready for that bandage shots from Bossman Jack.
Feats of Strength are on the side of Royal Blue.
You see a teleport coming down from Kodo Draco all the way across the map. Engage on the Piano Bro with the bandage toss. Unleash Power on a Free Bossman. He's 1 HP. He's going deep anyways. And Piano Bros out there in deep. Red team is wrong. Caliver's back with a vengeance.
Oh, it
Lands
lands.
the Chain of Corruption on the Schroeder. A couple autos and Devastating Fire are going to take him down. Shutdown goes to Hui again. There's a lot of gold on this Hui right now, and it's going to be the thing keeping Team Unknown in the game for quite a while.
Am I missing something? Because I see upgraded boots on the side of RBE, but we don't have a third objective taken yet.
Let's see. First Blood and First Turret are the things. Yeah. Did we?
Yeah.
Did the Royal Blue actually pick up First Blood?
I don't think they did. They were 0-2, weren't they? Because Calavir got the first 2 kills. Doesn't matter.
Bandage shots onto Young Cookie as Royal Blue's looking for some Raptors. The ace in the hole's no, not the ace in the hole, but piercing arrow. I think is landed, putting Young Cookie very low. Both snipers, different kind of. One's got a gun though. One's got.
Right. Looking at the difference in items here is actually really, really important. Hollow Radiance done at 9:30. That's what Bulba had. He had Hollow Radiance back in the lane at 9 minutes and 38 seconds or something like that. And Calavir still hasn't completed an item. He's been dead 5 times, and so that might be part of it. He's not been able to farm up as much, but really the side of Royal Blue has been pressuring all over this map. They're getting their advantages and fighting, and pretty soon it's going to be a wallet check.
Yeah, we do see 6K up on the side of Royal Blue. Even though they've given over a couple shutdowns, it's they're still in control of this game as they pick up the Rift Herald uncontested here, and we'll see how they decide to use that Autocon's coming up in a couple minutes here, and we'll get to see which color that and which flavor we get today.
Yeah, definitely on the bottom side. Could have predicted that just from the beginning of the game. You know, level 1, they were already fighting for pressure on the lane, and it is on the bottom side. And spawning is the Drake in just a couple minutes. I think that's going to be our next contention point. Rift Herald is already taken. Royal Blue got that one, and oh yeah, there's the Drake. It just spawned just now. I knew it was close. I want to see how Team Unknown sets up for this. Do you fight them first? Oh, teleport onto the flag.
Yeah, very nice stealth from Bulba there. There's no wards around, but the Demacia and the standard satisfies. Cataclysm just comes out. Piano just drops a raw Cataclysm in there. Call of Forge God goes out as well. Free Bossman Jack dives in, but is not it evaporates into the wrath of Royal Blue. Kodo Draco's here now. Lightning gets landed on the death. We do see Schroeder looking to finish him off. Bulba dives in as well and gets that kill. Team Unknown's on the run here. Kodo Draco is a little bit stuck, nowhere to go. And unfortunately, it's going to be 3 kills in the favor of Royal Blue and another dragon.
Big plays. That teleport onto the flag was so fun. You know, it's an old trick. You leave your top laner up in the top side, you throw the flag, you snare someone real quick, and then they teleport in, suddenly you have the man advantage. And utilizing that fun little interaction with the standard, the Demacian standard as a teleport target, very, very fun, very intelligent. Not only does it get your other member in, it gives Piano Bra the time to engage, because when they're caught in that Cataclysm, they can't avoid the Call of the Forge God. It was a great layering of ultimates. I think that Team Unknown are still in a good fighting position. Death is going to get a lot stronger. Calavir finally has an item, and so when these guys get together, they're going to be able to do a lot more damage with those completed items. And when they start to scale, I wonder if it might be a little bit too late. Game's not over by any means, but they are pretty far behind. And you know, another thing to remember: there's a lot of standing gold. There are 3 turrets on the outer line. That's 3,000 gold they can get, but another fight.
We're the wrong bush here, and Death is there to drop the Grim Visage. Fear combos right into the bandage and that's 1 kill over. It's just getting a little too deep into their jungle without looking for vision there. Maybe didn't need that. Maybe didn't need that vision right there.
Yeah, I agree. one of the biggest pitfalls is trying to ward when you're alone. Yeah, you have your shield on your W, you have the light binding, you've got slows. Yeah, I'm safe, right? And it's never the right answer. You gotta have a buddy, and you gotta make sure that you don't die to those warding missions. A lot of damage on that turret already, too. Holy cow!
Yeah, Timo looking for some gold here. We do see the tier 1 turret took a lot of damage there from the combined efforts of the team. The objective bounties are up now, and they are worth some extra gold for the side of Team Unknown, and that could be a way to get back into the game. Now we see Ruinous Otacon spawn, but Bulbous actually already kind of snuck his way into the river. We do see him get spotted out. Kodo Draco uses Abyssal Dive, gets a little bit deep there. I don't think Team Unknown can really see onto the past that tri-bush. Free Bossman Jack lands a bandage toss, but flashes out. Now we see Kodo Draco stuck in the Cataclysm. He eats death to prevent him from damage. The Emperor just went a little bit deep there. Caliber's doing a lot of damage on the side there as Bulbo is pushing Kodo Draco off the side. Death, it just lands spiraling Sandy, does a ton of damage. Schwoda evaporates there, but he's going to go down as well. Bulbo is dying to Caliber as well. Young Cookie's looking.
Watch for Caliber.
In the back line. He's doing lots of damage as well on the back line. But inside the Otacon, Otacon's just going around. He's hitting everybody. It's free damage if you're standing in the middle of Otacon. And looks like Royal Blue's gonna pick up the Ruinous Otacon. That's gonna amplify their epic monsters already. They're gonna get more regen off Ocean Soul. They're gonna get more cooldown reduction off of Hextech, or Ocean Dragon, Hextech Dragon, and a little bit more damage off the Void Grubs as well.
Whoever aggroed the Otacon saved that fight for Royal Blue. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was an accident or if it was an AoE or if it was an intentional thing. Regardless, that was the only thing that saved Royal Blue in that fight. The way that Unknown played it was very, very close, very technical. They were able to get so many good things in there, good engages, crowd control layered down, and Royal Blue come out ahead, especially because they get the buff. But again, this is not over. Team Unknown is finally scaling. They've got their items, and we've got a lot of good League of Legends left to play and see how it turns out.
Yeah, there's some really nice team fighting from both teams. Even though Royal Blue came up ahead, you can argue part of that's Wallet, part of that's some other things. But Chain of Corruption just came down from Caliber, missed Young Cookie, and the Final Spark's going to come out. It's going to do the damage. Mackles is going to pick up the kill as well, so it's going to be 1-for-1 for Team Unknown. But that's one carry for the enemy support, so that's not ideal as Caliber's down again and not able to pick up any gold or CS for the next few seconds here.
Typically, a 1-for-1 favors the team that is behind, but like you said, you got to look at who it was. Caliber needs to be on the map getting gold, and Young Cookie, and I think that's what it is. It's not Jung Cookie. I think it's Young Cookie. I don't know. Regardless, the Lux.
If you're a BTS fan, you'd understand.
Well, see, there we go. Which one is it? Is it Young Cookie?
Yeah, Young Cook is one of the BTS guys.
There we go.
So that's my guess. I could be wrong.
Well, I know I'm wrong, so that's okay. And I'm looking at the chat right here. Ruin just for me. I love it. And the BTS #1 fan, Brizabelle. Wow, she's the #1 fan of a lot of things. Then I love that.
Wow.
Is Bulba in some trouble, though? That's, I think, our next question. I don't think so. And down on the bottom side, Pianobra taking advantage of so many members of Team Unknown on the top and is going to get another Drake. It's going to set them on Soul Point. And the pressure that Royal Blue has been able to put on the map is growing and is extensive and is worrying if you're a Team Unknown fan.
Yeah, we do see it's the second Ocean Drake. Ocean Soul is going to come down. Bulba's just looking to defend here, call. The Forge Jug comes out. He's looking to combo Caliber as well. Devour's going to come out from Kodo Draco to create the space. Bulba's pretty tanky here. He's got 2 items. Jock shows popping up, flashes forward, the Bell's Breath. Caliber is kiting for his life here, trying to do as much damage. The Searing Charge comes out, and it's going to finish off Caliber. Now it's just Kodo Draco versus Bulba. Does he have the damage? He didn't use Devour already to save Caliber. Now he doesn't have the damage there. It's going to activate Thick Skin to block some damage. But it looks like Bulba's going to just weather the storm here. Jaksho is fully charged on Bulba, and that means he's got a lot of extra bonus resist. Jaksho just went off actually, so maybe they
They're
have a
they're
little bit of space.
collapsing.
But on the other side of the map, though, Royal Blue just cleaned up the rest of Team Unknown, so it's just Kodo Draco by himself. The rest of Royal Blue's here. Ace, as the kill goes to Mackles. That's a very large shutdown to Caitlyn.
Yeah, very powerful Caitlyn. 11, 2, and 9. Already up to 187 CS. Doing a lot of good work. And like I said, getting that BF sword at the very beginning, meaning that the pressure from the champion has been high for a long time. And that's what you want to see from this Caitlyn. The only attack speed she's really getting is going to be coming from those Yuntal wild arrows when she gets the auto attacks. But big crit, armor shred, and execute. That's how you want to see the Caitlyn build. Those are so good on her. The on hit isn't working quite as well for Calavir. He's got the lower range, and Team Unknown have to pull out one of their magic tricks that they often have in these types of games and get that steal and come back in this game if they want it to last very much longer.
Yeah, Young Cookie doing a good job of zoning off free boss man Jack from turning that into a coin flip. So now we see Royal Blue diving into the enemy jungle. Cacklin's with a Piano Bro is going to capture Kodo Draco. He's going to devour free boss man Jack to let him out. Flashes away. Team Elzo's still alive. Life Binding came out on Kodo Draco, and it's going to do a lot of damage. Death's there to drop down some zoning spells to keep Royal Blue from continuing the chase. Team Elzo does get out, but unfortunately, Baron is going to Royal Blue, and that's going to spell a lot of danger for them.
Wow. Sorry, came at a loss for words. I'm used to doing the other side of this. Kodo might have found someone.
Yep, gets the Heart Seal stack there. Bulba's here as well, though. Are they actually? Is Bulba actually going to go down? Super tanky. We see Scour the Weak come from Shota up top and unleash power. He's going on a killing spree. That Syndra's got some gold too, and it's a big problem. Mackles there in the mid lane gets hit by the Crushing Maw. A couple autos from Caliber. A really nice flash forward 90 caliber net. Really aggressive from Mackles and well calculated as there's not enough damage from the side of Team Unknown to finish the job. Mackles is going to start wailing on those turrets. Rest of Royal Blue's here to finish that, and the next turrets do respawn in 3 minutes, but looks like Royal Blue's looking to just pick up another kill, doing a little bit of farming in the Nexus as they get a very decisive game one. Oh,
very strong. Yeah, great showing from Royal Blue here, their first game. I like the way that they were playing that. They used the mobility on the Jarvan, just like we talked about in the draft. The fact that he can get so many places without needing to hit a target like the bandage toss. It's one of the big benefits of Jarvan is his ability to go over those walls and come in from unique angles.